G'day, it's Brak the War Boss here, and yeah, I hope you don't mind the old little fancy sort of stuff going on. I'm trying something different. Let's try to spice up these videos a bit, try to make it a bit more visual pleasing. Let me know what you think. I'd really like to know how I'm travelling, and if there's anything you like or you don't like, comment below. That'd be lovely to know. But today's video is all about the July challenge from the 40k orc community group, and they're on Facebook, and this is their Discord challenge, and there'll be links below to all that sort of stuff too. And it was for the month of July. It was named July, and July is famous for two things: grots and grot revolutions. Part of this challenge was to make any grot unit that you like. So they included any grot model, killer cans, grot tanks, mega grot tanks, and even snotlings riding on bomb squeaks. And now for what I think is the most exciting part, the stats. So there's 21 entrants, well, 20 and me, mine don't count. And of the 21, we had 10 grots, including ammo runts, grot oilers, that sort of thing, 5 killer cans, and 2 mech guns and 2 flyer/bombers, and we had 1 mega tank and 1 tiny little snotling on a squeak. And that's it. Now that I've talked about what you're going to see, let's go and have a look at them. Oh, well, first up is me. That's Brak the War Boss, and here is a bubble Chukka, which I decided to call Boris. Why? I have no idea, but I did anyway. And look, fantastic build. I had loads of fun doing this, and if you find out more about it, I did another video, so ding, there's a thing. Now, to the proper entrance, starting off with Captain Bad Brush with Dakka Toe. Now what do we have here? He's a little grot, very heavily armoured, isn't he? He sort of fortified himself there. He's got a nice little slugger. Well, I suppose they're grot blasters, aren't they? The doc has obviously given him a leg made out of a leftover shooter. Orc medicine is a wondrous thing. I love this fun little build. The colours contrast each other wonderfully. Excellent work, Captain Bad Brush. Here's the Git Man with Grot to Grot. I named him. And nice little simple grot. He's happy. He's having a little smile. And he's got his grot blaster and his little dagger, and he's quite happy. He's off to go and do things. Maybe he might turn himself into a super grot one day, but maybe not. So nice solid little paint job from the Git Man here. Excellent work. Next up we have the Red Mech with Grox steel, and I believe this was inspired by the movie Real Steel. And look, I like it. I can't remember the movie too much, but it's a nice little piece. What I like about this is that it tells a story, and it's nice to see a crossover. This is one of the good things about the hobby. Well, we're not limited by our imagination, and we can incorporate more than one love together to create something that we quite like and enjoy, and hopefully others can enjoy too. So look, to Red Mech, this is well done. Paint's quite good too. So yeah, fantastic stuff. And here we have Dakka Flame with a GSS Metal Star Slugger. Obviously something from the Gear Guts Mech Shop with a few little added extras. It's an interesting rotator at the back, made of all those different types of swords and choppers. Loving the flag looks good. Those horns on the front, which are add-ons, they look nice and menacing. I love the little harpoon at the front. I wonder if they're going to go beast snagging as well. They could do that, couldn't they? Grots can do anything. They've started their own revolution or three, haven't they? Look, I like this. Loving the grime. especially down the bottom there. This is a really, really good build, and great paint job. And he's my old mate Distance No Good with a Peck, and this is to go with his mech from last time, Mad Mardigan. And yeah, look, you can't knock Dissen's work here. Everything's painted right, nice colours, nice contrast, and checkers. I get very jealous how some of these people can do checkers. Love this to bits. Doom Titan with Arot the ammo grot. And yeah, look, nice little solid jobby there. He looks all good and fierce. Not quite sure what else I can say. I do like a good ammo grunt. It's a shame they're not models on the field these days, so you can't stick them in your trucks in case they blow up, but oh well. New codexes come change. It's the way it is, isn't it? Yeah, lovely thing. Ike with Smasher Gun, which I called Steve. I like to give things names. It's a bit of a failing of mine, and I love this. It's just your normal Smasher Squig, but there's more. There's so much more going on, especially the front. A little bit of extra armour. It's nice for protection. They're from a truck kit, and that's from the plane kit. And I'm not sure where that's from. All sorts of bits stuck together. And I do like the crew. The crew are great. Really good. This fella up there with his hammer, I'm not quite sure he's going to help or hinder, but he's having a good time doing it regardless. I love this build. This is a really, really good build. Well done, Ike. El Doublito with his Grot Flyer. I'm not quite sure where all these bits came from. It's scratch build, but I like it. It looks zippy. He's got lots of character. The reds and the metallics work well together. This looks like it was something that was fun to put together, and I'd reckon it looked good on the field too. Yeah, the Grot Flyer. Excellent. Next up we have Gar with the grotquisition acolyte. Oh, that was unexpected. Yeah, lovely looking fellow, isn't he? Oh, I really, really like this. Oh, it's nice. Little chainsaw, and he's got his little best of show sticker on him. And look, and behind him he's got a little gun. Yeah, no, this is really, really good. Loving the paintwork. The paint on this is fantastic. Nice little details in, some good highlights. This is becoming one of my favourites. Excellent work there, Gar. Excellent work indeed. Just need to take a moment out to have a sip of coffee. I'm a little bit thirsty at the moment. Oh, that was nice. Let's get back to it. Gorka Marcos with Kenneth the Can. Nice solid job from Gorka Marcos here. You don't seem to see the Grotzerker on the field much, and we're probably still not going to see them. I don't think the rules have really changed all that much, and we're probably not going to see a lot of cans anyway, but it's nice to see cans being painted regardless. And yeah, nice grimy work. That's a compliment. You got to remember, Grim Dark is a good thing. Ken McCoo. No, I'm going to Grot, but I think he's a character from somewhere. This is Forge World, I think. Please forgive me if I can't remember. But I do like this. This is really, really nice. Excellent freehand on the sign there. That Grot painted really well. Some really nice highlights. Loving the blue around on the megaphone for that little bit of contrast. And of course, lots of dirt and lots of grime to go with the grim dark feel. Conus, Kevin DeCan. Yeah, I've been naming these. And I do like Conus's work. Love the checkers on the front there. Red and black looks fantastic. There is a nice little solid build. And I do love a shooter. I think shooters and cans are probably going to be good, but I'd be very surprised if we see a lot of cans in this codex. We can't see it happening, but I think I've said that elsewhere. This is great work. Mostly Zen with Knut. I had to re-edit that. I misspelled it, didn't I? Then I said a rude word. Here he is. He's a little grot oiler. I do love this. This is a great job. I really like the reflective work on the goggles there, and those eyes on the oil squig. Yeah, and look, he's got all his toes and all his fingers. That's what we like to see in the grot, don't we? Yeah, I really love this one. Mr. Gotti with Keith the can, and it's a rocket can. So we've got 3 cans, all doing different things. So we've got Chukka, Big Shooter, and my personal favourite, the rockets. And they're blue rockets, so they'll be lucky rockets. And he's camouflage, so you can hide him. And I only just saw this little Zoggoff sign down at the bottom. Yeah, this is great. This is fantastic stuff. Mr. Num, good to see one of the new kits being represented here. And technically he's a snotling, and they're like baby grots, aren't they? So yeah, it was allowed, and I do like this work. I love the rocket effect at the back here. That looks great. Nice solid paint job, this one. Orc stuff. Oh, I've got this another can, but it looks a bit smaller. I don't know why I wrote you like it. I was a bit unsure about what's going on there, but it's nice. It's good. It's fun. I love the colours. Well, deathskulls. I'm going to love blue, aren't I? Yeah, excellent work, Orc stuff. Pipstar with Gerald Doug Grot Bomber. Now, I think this is one of my personal faves. I recognise a lot of the stuff here that was made out of this, but some that I don't. So the wings look like they've been cut down from the jet kit, and so does the back tyre. The fuselage, I think, is also from modified jet kits. The front there, I think, no, it looks a bit elongated, but I'm not sure where that's from. Like a rocket of some sort, but I'm not sure about these rockets. That's from a can kit, I believe, and a little grot there. And I do love the paint, this orange muddy colour. Yeah, this is great. This is a wonderful stuff. Boat cactus with the red gobbo here. Nice red, nice grimy, very indicative of Poke's work. He's grot, he's grimy, and it's red. And that's all we can say. I like him. I like him a lot. And here is Shah with Nicket. And at first I wasn't quite sure whether I liked the colour, the aqua bluish colour. I was a bit unsure about it, but it was really, really grown on me. It's a great little paint job, and I love the extra touches. Love how it matches up with the blue on the tufts of the grass here. And this base work is just fantastic. And here is the Drunken Orc with Mauler Radcliffe, and he's a can with a mission. Now, I lied. I said there were only 3 cans. They're 5, aren't they? I'm counting like an orc today. I should have said there's more than 3. Oh, well, these things happen. And this is great. This is one of 3 cans that Drunken did. And if you want to see a video about that, he's made one. So, ding, there's another thing. Wow, these colours. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of work. So we've got Thorax bits and can bits and all sorts of other bits. There's a couple of dread bits in here. Definitely go and check out his video if you want to find out what he did and how he did it. But yeah, look, this is lovely stuff. And the colours are just, the whole thing just pops. And my second favourite. Okay, now that we have seen them all, let's hand it over to our not-so-mystery judge and find out who's won.
I mean, seriously, it's a Grot month. Who else were you expecting? So anyway, I've been judging the who do you think you June are.
Well, actually, It's the July challenge.
And I've come up with a top three with 4 things in it, because you can't stop me. I'm a rebel grot and stuff.
You bad boy, you.
So, I thought I would do them in order as you might expect, and then give a few reasons why I think they're particularly good and why I've placed them in that order, and then I'll announce the winner last, and then stuff. Yes. So, so in third place, I decided to give it to 2. I decided that I would go with the Red Mech, Grox Steel, and Sid the Drunken Orks, Mauler Radcliffe, for similar reasons. I think these particular models, very good visual storytelling via miniature conversion and design. You've got a lot of dynamic posing there, great paint jobs, very, very good kit bashing, some very clever use of parts, and they're both doing a similar thing, which is showing the absolute ridiculous extreme that you can go to with an orc conversion, where you can, or a grot conversion even, where you can really be really creative in it, and even like leaning into other pop culture, and it still works within the setting. Both of these are really good, and there were so many good entries that I had to mention at least 2 other things before I did my runner-up and winner. So for the runner-up, I went with Keen McCoo. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Calling all super runts, or whatever you want to call it. Very, very nice model. It's the Loudhailer model from, I think it's from Buzzgob's Big Mech kit, because there's a bunch of really cool runts in there that I also have. And I picked this for a number of reasons. I think it's got the best overall presentation of all of the ones from this month, with one exception. But I think you're looking at him incredibly crisp, brilliantly done, and brilliantly executed paint job, with some excellent minor touches. One of the things that impressed me about it is that, strictly speaking, there's no conversion here. It's the straight up model, and it's just been painted well to the extent that it looks different than whenever I've seen it before, with a couple of little extra very good bits. There's some great texturing in there. There's some very, very good use of painting to make the model look distinctive and nice. I really like the colours that are in it, particularly on the microphone on the megaphone, and or the shouter, whatever you want to call it. But I particularly like the graffiti on the back. It's just such a incidental small detail that people frequently overlook. It's just that little extra level of good, and obviously the basing's quite good. This is a good thing to do sometimes, is just to point to, sometimes a model doesn't need any extra work. It's just beyond, doing the best you can in terms of presentation, but some small, simple, but very effective and very brilliantly done techniques can really make a model shine, and I thought that was very well done here. So for the winner for this month's challenge, it had to be Ike's mech gun. So there's a number of reasons for this. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm gonna try and sum it up a little bit. But basically, it blew me away the most. It's hands down better than the official kit for a start. But this is. I've got a bit of a bias when it comes to miniatures. It's part of the reason why I was very conscious about, it's why it took me so long, is there was a lot of good conversions this month, and I like conversions that tell a story, and also I like conversions that tell a story and are very good at attention to detail. And there's just a level of attention to detail here that just stands it apart from everything else. This was by far the easier choice of all the other 4 entries, really. There's just brilliant storytelling. I mean, all of the crew, they're just exactly placed in the right place. They all look great. They all add something to the overall feel of the piece. like, just bothering to have a grot that's hanging onto a bit that is the firing mechanism. Like, small details like that. It's one thing to throw a bunch of bits together and be happy that they sort of fit together, but if you can imbue it in a way that it looks like it's meant to be there, to the extent that someone's going to look at that and think that's the official kit, that is the highest peak of this hobby for me. Paint job's really good. I particularly liked the weathering, the chipping, the metal chipping on the paint. I think that was very effectively done. The paint job wasn't the best thing about it. I just think overall it was the best thing. That precise attention to detail and that constructing of like a really cool narrative in a really, really nice piece that ends up looking better than the official kit. And I don't care how low of a bar that is, it's still a really good achievement. Just marked it out. So yeah, there we go.
Cheers.
Can I come back next
Thanks for that, Dim. Muchly appreciated. Okay, so, wow, what do you think? Let's have a quick recap. So in third place, there's two. It's the Drunken Orc and the Red Mech with their wonderful little creations. And second place was Ken McCo with his little Grot, and then Ike with a mech gun. Yeah, look, well deserved. These are all great. Yeah, so thanks again to Dim as a judge there. For a total off, I should probably let you know what's happening next month. The Orc month of August is normally known as Wargust. It is a month in which Orc war bosses traditionally raise their war banners and rally Orc clans and freebooters into their tribe, building war energy in preparation for some damn good crumpin'. If all goes well, Orcs and Grots will enthusiastically join the growing tribe. Quite often this requires a bit of exaggeration of the war boss's victories. Very often it requires beating many other Orcs into agreement. Just occasionally it leads to headomancy, a one-on-one Orc headbutting contest in which the war boss and the would-be usurpers seek to headbutt each other into submission. The challenge for this month is not a painting challenge. This month we are encouraging people to write a story about their growing war. The story needs to be between 500 and 2,000 words, which is about 1 to 4 pages in a typed format. You can include a photo of your war boss or a group of photos of your war, but the judging of the challenge won't include the photos. They will be for flavour only. Alright, well there you have it. It's a bit different. Not a painting competition next month, but a writing competition. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like, subscribe and share. Do all the algorithmic things. And if you would like to help me out financially, there's always Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon. The links are in the description. Okay, time to total off. So remember, if you go on crumpin', you've got to bash early and bash often.